the Jacksonville Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
coming now. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
47, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On second down, Elliott down to the 25. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Line in. Gun. Go. Get out there. 26.
Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go, 47. Switch. Hey, 46. Gun. Under. 26.
Second down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Under.
26. Again to Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Bortles going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Let's go, let's go. Omaha. Spread right, 72. Green is good.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Sunday.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fournette, first down, still going. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On third down, Fournette. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's go. Hey, spread left.
A handoff to Fournette, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
380, 11B. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out for Hearns. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground as T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Sunday.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Bortles now to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Good. There you go. Fly in.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We're going right there. We're going right there.
The give is to Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We got 4. Here we go, 46. Switch, and 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On third down, it's Prescott. Losing 6 yards there to bring up fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the defense.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Bortles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing now is Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Collins. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Gun. Switch is A. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Burns brings it in. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Gun. 47. Switch is A. Here we go, 46. 26.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott now from the 50. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
46. Gun. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's got it to Burns. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Pushing his way, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
11.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
372.
He's back to throw. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections are off.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 372.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down, so now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hank. Lucy.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go, 47. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Wide, get wide. Hey, switch, hey.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.